having a Disney at home day, so if you're also missing the parks, this video is for you.
Wow, these look so good.
Literally just like that, something I've seen that I'm like, oh, I'm so doing this when we go. Like, Mr. Kamal, who?
So we did look into Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, and Joe Jonas were all in the same room at once.
Like, our countdown is now closer. Like, how excited.
And it is Simba, just on the cover, looking gorgeous.
So I need to get my hands on my merch.
So for anyone who doesn't know, my name is Olivia, and I am a Disney World girly, even though I do live in New York. And see, the thing is, last year my fiance Nick and I were annual pass holders, and we definitely got to fill our cup quite a bit with going down to the parks. But we also knew walking into this year that we were not going to be annual pass holders. But honestly, pass holder or not, you know that feeling you just get when you really miss Disney, you miss being in your Disney bubble, and you're like, wow, I would do anything just to be there. I feel like that's a common thing that out-of-state people kind of feel when it comes to Disney World. And so truly, this is only the third video in our series where we are bringing some Disney magic at home. But truly, I do kind of pick a park for each video. And if we saw the other two, we would see that the only park missing is Animal Kingdom. Actually, instead, I'm going to just tilt it down a little bit. But I got this shirt last year in Animal Kingdom, and it literally says, "So far, he's so good." And I think that is just immaculate vibes to feel for today. It's also a little shocking, I think, that I honestly am only just doing Animal Kingdom, knowing that it is my second favorite park. But if we can possibly hear my little bracelet, I do have my Pandora bracelet that I only wear down in the parks. I have my rings on. I don't have my necklace on today, but then I also spray my specific perfume that I always wear in the parks. And it already, like, I think that scent memory, I literally think I've said it like each video so far when I've done this, but the scent memory I feel, just like being able to like close my eyes almost and be like, wow, like I feel like I'm getting ready like in the hotel room. I feel so excited that we get to do another one of these. So how our video gets broken down is that right now we are going to go over any Disney news that we've seen within the past 2 months. Typically it's only a month, but I had to do 2 months for this time. And then second, typically we do a Disney inspired dinner. However, I am going into work in like 3 hours. So truly we're going to do a quick little cutie Animal Kingdom snack, which I hope we are all guessing the right answer because I feel like there is such a superior snack in Animal Kingdom. But then lastly, we do switch it up a little bit, where in the first one, I did a Q&A. Second one, I kind of did like what I would do if I went to Disney World tomorrow, like just like a scenario type thing. But today, I get to announce, and I think we can see it in the title, that we are going to Disney World in June, and I am so excited. So we are going to go over our trip plans, what we're going to be doing. It is going to be a quick little trip, but we will get more into that later because truly right now, one more thing that we do typically is we have our Joffreys of the month. And so if we have not ever been to Disney World, let me put that down. Oh my gosh. Basically, Joffreys is like another version of Starbucks in the park, and I cannot lie, I've only recently got into coffee. Every time we've been to the parks, oops, that's the air fryer for what we're cooking. I've always gotten the iced teas, but I do fear that walking into possibly June, and then just like any other trips in the future, I might want to switch it out for the coffees just to try them, because I really am such a big fan in Animal Kingdom of the red raspberry iced tea. Like that is like my favorite out of everything for Joffrey's. And then their peach one's really good. The mango's really good. The green jasmine iced tea is also in Animal Kingdom in the Asia section. Phenomenal. But it's nice because each month now I get to try a new different Joffrey's flavor. And so this month we actually picked up a blend that I think is so on theme to the video because it is Pride Rock Blend, and it is Simba just on the cover looking gorgeous, and it is caramelized brown sugar and cinnamon. So I'm quite excited to see what she tastes like. I do take my coffee light, but today I do have almond milk instead of just regular milk. So I'm curious how she will taste. Like I've been doing the Joffrey's a little different with the almond milk, but let's see. Let's give her a whirl. That's good. That's like really caramel heavy. Even though I feel like I would have thought it would have been like more brown sugar, I guess. That's amazing. I can so see this being like such a good blend to have on an Animal Kingdom day. Like, you know, you go do some festival of Lion King, you hop out and you're like, wait, I actually want a Joffrey's. this is what you should get. I switched the angle because I do like to talk with my hands. But so let's start talking about the new Disney news that we've seen within the last month. I feel like I shouldn't start this off on a negative note. And like, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to come across as a hater, because I feel like me and Nick are excited to potentially do this in the future. But over in Hollywood Studios, we know that Rock and Roller Coaster, she is now gone because they replaced it with the Muppets. And the thing is, I feel like I loved the theming so well of Rock and Roller Coaster. And granted, I'm just not a Muppets person. Like, I've never really sat down to like watch the Muppets like that. So that's just like a me thing. But opening on May 26th, they do have the Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets. I think, I can't lie, I don't even know the title because I'm just like, sure. But I do want to share the songs that they added to it because in a way it's so given like Guardians, where you're like trying to collect the songs, I feel. I mean, I guess it was like that before, but we just never thought of it like that. So the songs that they have is Song 2 by The Electric Mayhem, Born to Be Wild by The Electric Mayhem featuring Camila the Chicken. Don't know who she is, but love. Love Roller Coaster by The Electric Mayhem featuring Jennifer Hudson and Questlove. And then Rock, you know, I'm just so realizing these are all by The Electric Mayhem. So I'll just say who's featured in it. So then Rock Till You Drop is featuring then Zeph Leppard. Then we have Walking on Sunshine featuring Kelly Clarkson. And if anything, out of all of these songs, I feel like Born to Be Wild would be kind of iconic to get. I don't know. I guess we'll have to ask Nick which one he thinks. Also on May 26th in Hollywood Studios, they are basically kind of like, I guess, soft launching the magic of Disney animation. So it's an outdoor space inspired by the iconic Burbank studio lot, drawing architecture, atmosphere of the legendary campus. The area features familiar studio details, including the version of the studio theater, which is like the Little Mermaid, and then a nearby soundstage for the Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Club. But like basically later in the summer, that's when they're going to have the Star Wars launch bay, which is going to be a place to laugh, draw, and then they have the new animated experience. But that's also the building that has now the new sorcerer hat that finally is back in Hollywood Studios. Like, I'm sorry, respectfully, she should have never been cut out of Hollywood Studios. Then they'll have like the drawing experience where it's going to be Olaf teaching you how to draw. Then they're going to have a playground that is like Alice in Wonderland themed. It's going to be an oversized flower garden with musical instruments and a Mad Tea Party playset. Period. That sounds amazing. Oh, this makes so much sense now. Okay, because I saw that Rapunzel and Milan were in Hollywood Studios, and I was like, wow, that's like an interesting like spot for them to be. They're gonna now be in this section along with Chip and Dale, Donald and Daisy, Goofy, and Stitch. I can't lie. I feel like even though I just said so much is like gonna be like the playground, the new drawing experience, like the meet and greets and whatnot, I think I'm just overall so excited to see the sorcerer hat, and I think a lot of people can relate to that because it just, like, how could we have not had the sorcerer hat in Hollywood for this long? Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like a fake fan because I don't remember when I was a kid seeing the sorcerer hat because I only went to Disney World once as a child. But the fact that they removed it to begin with, it was like, guys, what are we doing? I love how the lighting also dimmed. We're gonna roll with it because she's probably gonna dim in and out. But next, we do actually have Mickey's Not So Spooky tickets dropped, and literally just like that, Halloween day completely sold out. Like, you know, we were just nosy to look, but on the day it dropped for like general admission, it was completely gone. And I know, I want to say it was possibly only 5 days to like a week that resort guests got to have it, and it went so quickly. But there are other dates available, so if we do want to go to Mickey's Not So Spooky, typically it's on a Sunday, Tuesday, and a Friday, but as they hit September, like that last week in September, and then like continuing on into October, they add on Thursday, and then Halloween, which is sold out, was the only Saturday for the party. But Nick and I have been to the Halloween party, and truly it is such an amazing time. Like, you have so much fun being just like warped into like the Halloween spirit, and like you get to like, you know, trick or treat, you get to watch the shows. And we were just talking the other day because as much as I love Christmas and I love the Christmas party because we just got to experience that last year, I do think I prefer the Halloween party in the sense that the Christmas party, it was just like warm and cozy almost, and like you felt just like so bubbly. The Halloween party is like, oh no, like it just felt a little bit more fun if anything. And, you know, you have the Boo-to-You parade. Like I said, you have the trick-or-treating. Everyone is in costumes. It's a very much more like energetic party to attend. And I also just realized my engagement ring was off, so I'm gonna put her on. So in case you see her, that's why she's there. Then actually another party that we do love, even though we've only been once, but I can so see myself if I lived down there, I would be like, oh no, I would have to go at least like once a year, is H2O Glow Nights, because it is such an immaculate time, because they play early 2000s music, which is just ultimately my favorite, but it's like all early 2000s Disney music on top of that. So you are simply, you know, in like the glow in the dark, you're hearing the music, you get the, you know, the free ice cream or the popcorn, whatever as well. All the wait times are low. And granted, it was our first time to Typhoon last year when we went to the party. And I'm like, okay, like we definitely need to experience Typhoon on like a morning / like just like a non-party date. But truly, the party alone, I think that was, oh, if I were to compare, no, I think I would still say that the spooky one, the Mickey's Not So Spooky, like still up there. But honestly, the H2O, would I put it above Christmas? Okay, I don't want to compare, because I think then I'm gonna just get in my head a little bit too much. But it's a really fun time. But if you do love the 2000s music and like Disney Channel music, you're just gonna have the best time, honestly. So the dates for those, it looks limited, and like I don't feel like I remember it being limited last year, but they're only doing it June 2nd, 13th, 19th, and 27th, July 3rd, 7th, 17th, 24th, and 31st, August 9th, 22nd, and 29th, and then September 5th. But it starts at 8 p.m., goes until 11. You can get into the park at 11, which is what we did. But it's $85 to $89 per ticket. If you do have a annual pass, you can save 20%. But I mean, if you have the time this year, I highly, highly recommend going. It is such an amazing, amazing time. And so I do have to ask everyone, what are your thoughts on the new resort mugs? Because I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan for it. I would love to see what they look like in person to see if I feel different about it. But I think just the actual resort mug that we were lucky to kind of like be more in last year / like even the year before, like they kept it around for 2 years. It just showed like all the hotels, it showed the park icons, Mickey and Minnie driving in their little cars. The new design is essentially the characters, but they're all like, they don't look like themselves, like they look like bubbly. I don't think that's like the right description, but they look like just very like over animated. And they're just like in circles on the cup, and like I can see how that's cute, but I also feel, of course, that's where I just prefer what I have in a way, because I think the old Disney resort mugs were nice that you could see the hotels on top of the icons with Mickey and Minnie. And this one is like, it's just a little so-so. Speaking of drinks, I have no idea if this is going to be around for a long time, but I honestly thought it may actually stick, because in Animal Kingdom, they have something called the Bunny Brew Coffee. And at first, I'm like, oh, okay, Easter, like, you know, it'll probably be gone by like June. And then I totally forgot Zootopia is now in Animal Kingdom. So I'm like, wait a minute, Bunny Brew. Why would they get rid of that? Because it would be like related to Judy Hopps. But essentially, in this coffee, it is a Joffrey's French roast cold brew coffee with condensed milk, blueberry syrup, with whipped cream, a sugar carrot, and chocolate crisp blueberries. I mean, it sounds so delectable, and I truly cannot wait to get my hands on one, because it definitely sounds similar to the one that is in Africa, the kusafari, like the Vietnamese coffee. And I love that one. Like, maybe I shouldn't say I love it, because I've only had it once, and that was when I was starting to get into coffee. So I do want to try her again, but I remember not hating it. So I really want to try this one now, because my recent order at Dunkin' has been a latte with almond milk, 2 pumps of butter pecan, and then 2 pumps of blueberry. And granted, I know there's no butter pecan, but the fact that there's, you know, blueberry and the condensed milk, I just think she could definitely be a winner. I mean, I guess I can also have like a quick side note about Animal Kingdom, because I feel like everyone's talking about the viral ice cream cookie sandwich brownie thing, whatever it is, at Animal Kingdom at Isle of Java. And same thing. I feel like I would want to get my hands on that, just because at this point I'm like, I want to see what the hype is with it. So then lastly, going back to Hollywood Studios, actually, They essentially are having a new layover, I think. I don't think it's completely taken over, but for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, it is now going to be Groot. Nope, that's totally the wrong franchise. It's going to include a new mission with the Mandalorian and Grogu beginning on May 22nd. Something I've always wanted to do for that ride is activate Chewie mode, because essentially you have to have like, the 6 people who are with you in it. Essentially everyone has to press like some certain button and then it activates Chewie mode. So I don't know if Chewie mode will be available during this time. I really don't know if this is going to be here, indefinitely, if it's going to be, just like maybe like a year thing. But I think it's going to be quite fun. And honestly, I'm excited more to see Nick experience that, because he definitely, of course, is the more bigger Star Wars fan. And I just said lastly, totally forgetting, we do have a few more topics, but they're just now no longer park related. JK, yes they are, but not just yet. So honestly, this month I feel like there wasn't a lot for like Disney movies and TV shows, but I do have to point out that Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, and Joe Jonas were all in the same room at once, because Demi Lovato is on tour and Joe Jonas came out on stage and they sung their song from, the movies, and I'm like, oh, wow, to live life in this time is amazing sometimes. So they got to sing on stage, but then later Selena and Demi, they took a photo, and I think all of us were like, oh my god, like our girls are back. Iconic. And then to mention Joe Jonas again, basically, I think we all knew, I'm pretty sure like they did announce a couple months back, like, Camp Rock 3 was coming, but they dropped the poster and it is coming now in August. And I can't lie, I'm like really excited. Like I'm a really big Disney Channel kid. I adored the movies and the shows growing up, so the fact that now we get a third one after all of these years, I feel like, walking into it, you can feel a little nervous because you don't know how it's going to be, and like, now they're not like the main characters like that. Like I don't think Demi's in it at all. I think it is just going to be like the Jonas Brothers, but I'm excited to see what they kind of make of it. And then something we have not seen just yet, but we will eventually, is The Devil Wears Prada 2, because that also did just come out in this past month. We also only just watched the first movie, like I think honestly maybe like 3 weeks before the movie came out, and it was good. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now all we have to do is actually just watch the second one, but we didn't have to wait like 10 years like everyone else. I'm like so blanking. Did I like totally not tell you guys what we're making for our snack? Because I don't think I did, because I was just going to spoil it by saying, ooh, I can smell it and it smells so good. But I'm like, wait, did we even say, like, did I say what we're having? I don't think I did. And I think I will still keep it if I did not say anything, because I'm totally not remembering, because it is a very quick recipe. So I will just kind of like pop up when the time comes what we put on it. Now for our last section in Disney news is the Disney merch that we've seen. And I can't lie, I wrote this one so early on in April that like I'm totally just kind of forgetting a little bit what it looks like, but I kind of remember seeing it because I know they've done this with like other things before. But essentially they had a princess storybook like chocolate casing where essentially I think like they've done the little trash cans and then you can like fill like, your candy with that. But basically it's like a little, like just storybook, and it has a princess on it, but you can fill like the tiny little book with like chocolates and whatnot. And I remember at that time I was like, wow, that's really cute. Finally, they did drop a Minnie Mouse Touchland, and I can't lie, I do have the Mickey Mouse one, and I brought it for the first time in July last year. So excited. And then come to find out when we landed and we were in the hotel room that my foundation got all over it completely, I feel, ruining the covering. And I've just been so upset since that. I'm like, I'm not even gonna buy a new one at this point, like it's fine. So now my excuse can be to buy a Minnie one and to use her in the park instead of my Mickey one. And then next actually is these butter yellow, I think they are shimmery ears. I don't think they're just like plain, but same thing. They look so fun. Butter yellow, of course, is definitely the color I feel of last year, of this year, so it's definitely like a trendy color. But I feel like you can just pair them so amazingly with every outfit that you probably want to do. And I don't see them running away for a long time. I feel like they're gonna stick around for a hot minute, just as much as the actual like little pullover that has Mickey in the front and it says Walt Disney World. I do regret not buying her. If I do see it in June, I might come home with it. Don't hold me accountable, but at the same time, do, because I think I do want it. And so the last two are like a little correlated, just because I think I did mention last month that there were new like keychains available. Like they had like the little Mickey ears. They have like just new characters and like just like little fruits and whatnot. But something I've seen that I'm like, oh, I'm so doing this when we go, is essentially you get the cute little black leather pair of ears, then you bring them over to wherever you can get them customized, because I honestly don't remember if it is in all parks or if it's just Magic Kingdom and like Disney Springs. You bring them, you ask, for a design, and the design that has been trending is essentially your name and like balloons and like fireworks on the cute little Mickey Mouse keychain ears. And I fear I need it. I think that is such an adorable addition to your park bag. Like last year, I started to do honestly just one character along with like my pins in the front. But I've definitely been seeing a lot of girls are adding like just so many more keychains. For me, I could just see that is something I'm like, oh, I really would love to own that. And I think it's so cute. So yeah, I do plan on doing that when we go, because I just want to do it for when I'm down in the parks, like to have it like with my name. I think that's adorable. And so the other thing that truly I feel has popped off within the last month is these little tote bags with one character in the front. But it's like a cute little, like, honestly, I would say it really is like that big. It's a tiny little tote bag with one of the characters in the front. But then people are getting their name also embroidered on the front, because you can do it in Magic Kingdom, and I want to say Disney Springs. I gotta see if it's like the other parks too. I just have a feeling it's only those two. But just to have that like that custom like bag for yourself, or like even going back to the ears, I think that's just like a really fun souvenir that you can own, because it is for you. And even if you don't want your name, like you can have like whatever like written on the front. But it's cute because they have like all of the characters. Well, I shouldn't say all. They have Daisy, Goofy, Mickey, Minnie, Donald. I think that's it, and possibly Pluto. But fear not, because I'm going to do some damage, I think, come June. And I'm gonna really try to not go overboard, but at the same time, I feel like I want to. But I also know my limit. Like, I feel like I know what I'm looking for, but there's also gonna be so many things that pop out last minute that I'm gonna be like, oh my God, like I want this, but I'm like, no, I can't. And then I'm gonna go back and forward, and then I'm gonna go back and forward with Nick, trying to be like, should I get it, should I not? But so yeah, that was our Disney news for the past 2 months. Of course, like I kind of said with the merch, but there's so much that I know has happened within the parks. These are just the bits and pieces that I've kind of just picked out. And I think I feel like that's like an exciting part about going to Disney, is that there's always something going on in the park, and there's always like a new attraction, a new food, just like something to kind of like keep you on your toes and to get you excited to experience, but also at the same time totally break your heart because there's certain things that might be going away. But I do think it's time to call in Nick so that he can try the coffee first and then have like a cup of it black, because he just doesn't like, really like any creamers or sugar in his coffee. And then we will show what we're having for our snack, because as we're snacking / maybe after we're snacking, then we're going to talk about our Disney trip. I'm just so excited to be back in the Disney bubble. Don't get me wrong, I'm a little nervous for like the June heat, but I feel like, again, just put it past you. Don't even think of it. When it happens, it happens. We come prepared, but it's going to be such a fun time. Why, hello.
Hello.
You didn't try it yet, right?
I only tried it to make sure it was done.
No!
Only to make sure it was done.
Oh, wait, what are you talking about? Because they don't know the snack yet, even though I'm pretty sure I might have said it. I'm talking about the coffee.
Oh, no, I didn't try it.
Oh, okay.
Judging by the fact that you've sipped most of it, I'm going to say it's good.
Right?
That's...
I think it tastes more like the caramel over the brown sugar.
I don't know if it's because the ice has slightly watered it down and then the almond milk and the sugar.
What weird combo are you going to say it is?
Kind of tastes like grass.
No, it doesn't, Nick.
I don't know why. I'm getting a weird earthy note.
Alright, now you gotta try it straight. It doesn't taste like grass.
It doesn't taste like much.
I'm not gonna sip this one.
It's not terrible.
I like it. I mean,
I
feel like this is how it's... I literally, before you even walked in, I was gonna literally say like, oh, watch. I'm gonna say, oh, maybe you'll like it. And then I'm always wrong. Because I always end up liking it and you're always like, it's okay.
When can we make the Valentine's one again?
Even though I totally might have said it, our snack for today is actually the one and only Mr. Kamal's. And so when it comes to a recipe, I'm truly just gonna kind of put like a screenshot in my notes app of like what the seasonings are, because essentially, you know, it really is just French fries with seasoning, and that's it. It's nothing too crazy. But since Nick has already tried it, would you say it tastes like it, or is it like little close?
It's kind of close. It's not the same.
It's because we didn't deep fry it either. We also air fried it because we don't really like to deep fry or bake. We're very lazy. We like to throw it in the air fryer, whoosh, and go.
But I mean, they taste good. They taste like well-seasoned French fries.
I'm excited.
But I don't think anything can beat in the park.
The mr.kamals. Nick, I don't know what you're saying. These look actually amazing. Like, Mr. Kamal, who?
Wow, these look so good. I'm like so excited. So I will pop up actually right here what is in the French fries, because it's literally just seasoning. But what you find online is like, I think, so much salt. We did not do that. Like, we just kind of did it based off of like what we're comfortable putting in, because like the amount of salt that some people were doing,
It looks like dangerous amounts of salt.
yeah, it like really scared me to see.
And then I just made some kind of a spicy mayo.
It's definitely given just French fry, but I like it. I can imagine it's Mr. Kamal's. That helps. The mayo helps.
I tried to do some with the air fryer because it has like a max crisp setting. So what I did was I cooked these for like, I don't know, 10 minutes at 375 on the normal air fry. And then I switched it to the max crisp at 450 for like 5 minutes, because that's kind of what you do when you actually deep fry. It kind of worked on some of them, kind of didn't.
Wow, these are good. Oh my gosh. All right, everyone. We're going to snack on our French fries after, because I think it's ever so slightly distracting sometimes. Like, because in our head, we're like, food. So we're not like thinking about talking.
Anytime we go out to dinner, we could be having a conversation. The second the food gets there, we joke about it, but we literally say like, okay, we'll talk to you in
10.
Talk to you in a few, because we're gonna eat. I can't eat and talk.
Are we ready to start talking about our Disney trip? I'm so excited.
Yes!
Of course, we know we are going in June. But so the thing is, originally, we were supposed to fly Spirit Airlines. And as we know, Spirit Airlines no longer exist. So we did plan on going on a certain weekend, because it is only going to be a 2-day trip, 1 night. And originally it was going to be for 1 weekend. Then with Spirit Airlines, we had to switch it. So now we are actually going the week before, which is nice. I mean, it was also kind of fun, because in a way it was like, oh, our countdown is now closer. Like, how excited.
We were able to switch everything, luckily.
Right? No, like we were able to switch for the same hotel, because we are doing all-star music, because truly we're only there for a night. You know what I mean? Like, we prefer to be in the park, so we just kind of want to have somewhere to sleep that still is on Disney property, but not pay a crazy amount. Even though I'm saying this, knowing damn well we were kind of contemplating. Then also, like, once Spirit switched, we switched like the room, we switched the flight, and then we were sitting there, and I feel like I started to think more about like Disney hotels, and I was like, wow, I do want to experience like other Disney hotels just ever so slightly, I think. And because we don't have an annual pass, originally we were only going to go into one park, which was Animal Kingdom. Because then our original plan was to do Typhoon Lagoon, because it's free on your check-in day. And then when we started to think like, ooh, we could do a different hotel, because, you know, we don't have an annual pass and we're not trying to like use the most out of the pass with the parks.
Yeah.
And so we did look into Animal Kingdom Lodge. But then the price of Animal Kingdom Lodge versus an extra day ticket was literally the same price. It was maybe like a $30 difference, give or take.
Yeah.
So then, literally overnight, we ultimately decided, okay, so I guess if we're willing to want to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge, then we're just going to go into another park instead of Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah.
So now we are doing Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. And it's weird, because I think we both feel the same way. That was scary. We, of course, love going to Magic Kingdom, but I think we definitely prefer Epcot and Animal Kingdom. Like, those are just like our two top parks. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I would say so.
Right. And so it's just, I don't know, once we started talking about going into another park, like something about going to Magic Kingdom, like seeing the castle, like I feel like in a way I agree that like when you see the castle, you feel like you're in Disney sometimes, but in a way, Animal Kingdom is also that park for us. I feel like when we see the Tree of Life, it's like, oh, we're in Disney. Yeah, I guess our hearts were just feeling Magic Kingdom, and we just decided that we really want to see her. It's funny because when you buy the regular day tickets, you know, you don't have to pick the park, so we could switch up. And when we were starting to plan Animal Kingdom, we were like, do we do Epcot instead? And ultimately we were like, no, we love our Animal Kingdom, let's stick with that. But just to give little pieces of how the trip is going to look, essentially we are going to be landing, I think, at 9:30, give or take. So we will be getting to the hotel around hopefully like, 10:20. So we should be in Magic Kingdom around like 10:30, 11. Now we do plan on doing like a full park day, which I don't think have both done in over a year.
Yeah, I don't think we've done a full park day
in a long time.
Would your birthday technically count as a full park day? Because granted, we went, no, not even. It was like a half park day.
Oh my god, I'm scared. As I was writing out the plans, I already was like, whew, I was like, I'm starting to feel a little nervous. So without trying to spoil the whole vlog and what's to come, I'm gonna first start off by saying, once we go into the park, first thing we have to do is what?
The Emporium! I forgot the name.
Because as I've already mentioned, I feel countless times, even like at the Disney at Home vlogs and just like the other vlogs, like, the lifestyle ones, I just talk about the Disney merch so much because it really hasn't popping off. So I need to get my hands on my merch.
We over the past few months since we last went in December, there's been so much amazing merch at all of the parks that we have missed. I mean, I don't think it's completely come and gone, knock on wood, but the amount of times we went the previous year, we were like, hey, look at all the new merch that comes out. And now it's like, I've seen all these TikToks.
I know I'm going to be bad, but I also feel like I'm not going to try to be so insanely bad. I do have a budget in my head to keep within, almost.
I truly, and I know I never end up sticking to this, but I'm truly going to try to. I'm going to try to actually not buy anything for myself.
Oh, please.
Aside from some drinks, but we don't talk about it.
Something we haven't had in a long time is corn dog nuggets from Casey's Corner. So that is something we want to retry. So that's going to honestly be our first food along with cheeseburger spring rolls. And then our first ride is actually Tiana's. So we've also never done this where our first ride is Tiana's. We started in Frontierland. We've done Pirates first. We've done Space Mountain.
We started, well, not a full, but we have kind of started in Frontierland, but I think that was also on travel days. It was our May trip. Our first May trip, the week trip that we took. We did, okay.
Yes. But that's when Tiana's was also still not down. So this is our first time doing Tiana's first thing. But at the same time, I think it'll be fun just to get the adrenaline up and to jump in completely with it.
And if we get wet, we'll obviously dry off.
Yes. So then we do have some other rides in between that hopefully we can get with Lightning Lane. But then one treat that I really am excited for, because I think I said it in the last Disney at Home video, is the storybook treat, Rapunzel Sundae.
Yes.
Because I can't remember exactly what's in it. It's lemon, raspberry something, or lemon, pomegranate, something like that.
Is it sorbet? Is it
No, it's a Dole Whip, but it's all the flavors we love, and we just never have noticed it until now. But they also do have ranch tots there, which look phenomenal as well. So if we're feeling peckish, maybe we can do that. But then, we're gonna have fun and do our little rides in Tomorrowland, and then we do have another treat that I will wait to show, because this one, we have not gotten it since our first ever trip.
Didn't we get it with... Huh.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
You're probably right.
But then around 4:30ish, we're gonna head back up on Main Street to actually go to the Polynesian, just because I think in that way it'd be nice to kind of rest a little bit without having to be crazy in the park, jump in here and there, even though we could just take a ride or sit somewhere for a minute, but I just think it'd be nice to see the Polynesian instead.
Yeah, we could go, yeah.
So we'll have to see what we get up to around there, but then around 6, that is when we're going to head back into the park. First thing I want to do is the make your own popcorn so that we can snack on it later in the night, along with finding a Pandora charm / potentially seeing it the next day when we go to Animal Kingdom, just because I don't know what I'm looking for just yet. I like in a way that it speaks to me when I'm there and I'm like, this is actually what I actually want to have. But then we do have a few more rides that night before Happily Ever After. But see, this is where we're kind of deciding, do we do it behind the castle? You know, my favorite actual spot ever. Do we do it all the way up on Main Street, something we've never done before? Do we do it in front of the castle because it's just like seeing the projections again might be nice? Like, what would you guys do? What do you feel is the superior spot to watch Happily Ever After? Because truly, I know my answer, but I think it'd be fun to experience it up on Main Street also at the same time.
I kind of just feel up on Main Street, consider if that's the last thing we're gonna do, because it's also an hour later now. I don't know if you said it's at 10 now.
Yes.
Because of the way
it
the
honestly
sun
might
sets.
switch though, because I don't know. With the sun setting, we go.
Well,
It
either
might
way,
switch.
it might be an hour later, but that's the last thing we're doing.
Yes.
So, I only feel do it up on Main Street so we can try, be amongst the beginning of the crowd to work its way out instead of having to file all the way.
I agree. That's where it would be nice to just beat the crowd in a sense and like still see it.
Especially because we gotta rely on buses. It's not like the Skyliner.
Then, of course, we're gonna go take a nice little rest at our hotel. And let's be real, it's not even gonna be a full rest because I just feel like we're gonna be walking into it tired because the flight is so early. I never sleep on planes. We're gonna be so tired from Magic Kingdom, which is gonna be so worth it. But then we're gonna wake up around like 6 the next day, just because even though we could rope drop Animal Kingdom, we kind of don't want to do that. We do want to have breakfast first at the hotel because that's also something we haven't done in like a long time, I feel, because we don't really eat breakfast. We're not breakfast people. Maybe around 9 o'clock is when we'll be in Animal Kingdom. And then, of course, kind of just like Magic Kingdom, first thing first is going to be to look in the shops because I feel like that's like my second favorite gift shop. Even though I'm saying that Connections is nice, I think Animal Kingdom gift shops is like second. It's Emporium, that one, Epcot, and then Hollywood, I think.
Hollywood doesn't have like a lot of...
Theirs are all sporadic almost. See, now on the way, like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna try that bunny brew because I'm not kidding. It sounds so good, and I'm really excited to see like what it could be. And I'm so sorry, Nick had something in his eye.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll get Kusafari this day. Maybe I won't. I'm not too sure. And then truly, I think we're gonna just do all of our favorites. But around lunchtime, that is when we are going to have Satui Canteen, like lunch. And I think last time we did that possibly was my birthday, but we split something. But we plan on getting like our own meals this time.
Yeah.
But right after that, hopefully we're not too full. We're gonna have the viral ice cream bar, which essentially is like the brownie, the ice cream, and then the cookie dough on top. I hope it is worth the hype. I feel like it is, honestly. Like so many people, I think like it's more people are saying it is worth the hype over not. You know what I mean?
I'm looking forward to trying it, but I mean, you know me with sweets. It looks like one of those things that's just gonna be so sickly sweet.
Yeah.
That I feel like one bite is enough. But it's a whole
But we'll
brick.
split it. Yeah, we'll split it. It's good.
If not, we'll give it to a small child.
And then after we're gonna sit and watch Zootopia, so we get to be in the AC afterward. So we'll still be okay.
I'll be moan like whales.
And then something new we're actually doing is the Flight Feathered Friends. And that I think is like a half hour, give or take, for the show. So we will get to experience her for the first time. Maybe one day we'll do the Nemo show. Maybe it will be this day. I don't know. Maybe we would want to see it. What?
I've seen video of it. It looks... Personally, I don't want to discredit anybody who likes it.
I forgot. We also might do Cali River Rapids again because we've only done that once or twice.
Once.
Okay, so because it's going to be June, it's going to be hot. We may feel inclined to do it, just depending on the weight, depending how we want to feel. Because it's like it's worse, of course, than Tiana's, but it's like an actual water ride. Like,
it's
intense.
water rapids.
Yeah. Then honestly, around 5, after we're doing all of our favorites, we're gonna head back and truly just chill at All Star Music, because now our flight did get pushed to almost closer to 9. So we do have 3 hours. And granted, we could have definitely gone into like Disney Springs or something like that. And honestly, if the day comes and we're like, actually, we do want to go in, we know we have the time.
Yeah.
But in this moment, we are feeling like we do just want to go back to the hotel room, possibly munch. Really, we'll have to see if we're feeling it. But I think it's also nice, like towards the end of a trip, like when we do just kind of like relax and like talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just to like, I'll be like, oh wow, like this was so much fun, and just like take a breather almost.
Have we ever done it for the short trips?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think.
It is really nice to just, you know, because then you still have to, you know, worry about traveling back home.
Yeah.
And, you know, that can be relaxing if everything goes according to plan. But just that little in between of like decompress from the park day.
Yeah.
Get ready for however long you have to travel home.
Yeah. Because if it was Pop Century, I think it would have been fun to like go on the Skyliner and just go to the different ones. But at the same time, I feel like it is nice to just like sit in the cafeteria. I've liked being able to do that for our trips. Like we just sit there and we just like talk about our trip.
It started with that one trip when we sat in the food court till like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
So definitely keep your eyes peeled for potential 2 Disney vlogs. Maybe I'll just make it 1. I'm not too sure in this moment. It's not going to be right after this video because we are still, you know, in May. But it will be sometime in June when we do go. So if we want to follow our Instagram, I'll put her here, I guess. I'll put her here. I don't know.
I'll move out of the way.
I guess we'll see.
Put her here.
I feel like something I missed on the cruise was like updating in real time. Like, I don't know. I enjoy updating in real time, like what we've done. I think it's kind of fun.
I mean, we couldn't on the cruise, sadly.
That's true. We could not.
Could have, but couldn't.
It also takes me like a hot minute to really bless you.
I'm so sorry.
You good?
It was just the one.
So it does take me like a hot minute sometimes to get it done, but I also feel like that's what I enjoy. Like I enjoy going on the bus and like I'm updating the stories and then like I can be back in the room if anything. So I don't know. I get an enjoyment out of it.
It's always funny when we get back into the room. She takes like a solid half hour where she just clocks in.
I'm not gonna have a solid half hour this trip. Oh my god.
The Polly.
Oh, sugar, I don't know now.
Oh, you'll find time.
Either way, maybe I'll do it.
Go to the bathroom.
If we do want to see a pack and prep, let me know because I can do that. I know we just went over our itinerary, but if we want to see anything with like lightning lanes, we could do that too because I've done it briefly in the past. And I feel like it's ever so slightly difficult to do the lightning lanes because it's like, you know, we're doing it in the moment of. And it's like, it's so quick that I don't even talk to you. I'm just like, all right, like we have to get this day and this day.
Yeah.
But the pack and prep, I feel like it's always like the same stuff that I always pack too. Even though I do have a new travel backpack, which I'm excited to use.
Oh
so maybe
my
I will
God.
do a pack and prep.
Forgot about that.
Right? I don't know. Thank you for being here. We love you guys so much. And we will see you guys in the next one.